My great-grandfather, Sam, got off the train from Tennessee in 1902 and worked for a rancher around Lakeview Park when it was a lake. And then he started farming where Fred Meyer is now in Nampa, and farmed there a few years. And then in 1918 came out here and bought this patch of ground in sagebrush and took it out of sagebrush and built the house in 1918. When I was growing up on the farm with my brother Rick and my two sisters, Joe and Kay, like many farm kids, we did all the chores, set water, picked rock, hoed corn, pulled weeds, put up hay, topped corn. Yeah, it took us all. I think I was 17 when I first had my own ground. I was still in high school and had my own ground and had some rough years for the first few years. But then started raising a wide variety of different seed crops and raised sweet corn seed, carrot seed, onion seed, a lot of beans for seed, and hay and grain, and raised mint and silage corn.
Chris and I got married in 1990. We had two sons. Sam is our oldest son and Aaron is our youngest son, and they grew up on the farm. As soon as they could help their dad, they were out there helping their dad on the farm.
They both got degrees from the U of I in farming and different degrees, and Sam stayed on the farm and is helping me. I couldn't do all this ground without him helping me. And Aaron helps when he's home. He's a fireman in Alaska, and he will probably be moving back, in a few years.
So this was where my grandparents lived here, and so I helped change water and drive tractors, and I was in 4-H and FFA growing up. Really enjoyed farming, and it was all I ever did, all I ever knew.
One of the things that is very fulfilling for us is seeing the boys and their desire to be on the farm. Sometimes in generational farming, you see the next generation taking it over just because they feel an obligation, and you can tell their heart's not in it. But we don't feel that way with our boys.
Well, it's pretty special to be a part of. I live in the house that my great-great-grandfather built, so there's not very many people that can say that or have been in one spot for so long. And growing up, we got to experience all kinds of different things that a lot of kids don't, just growing up on a farm, being around livestock, and got to learn a lot of good lessons that you just wouldn't anywhere else.
I haven't tried to get huge. We've just kept it small. We're pretty hands-on, and we're pretty diversified. We grow a lot of crops, and it seems like it takes that in the world today. Nothing ever hits the same year, which you'd like it to.
Sweet corn seed was kind of our main crop, and then the carrot seed, and we grow beans for seed too. So everything we grow is pretty high risk, high intensity. We've grown some other crops. We grow mint now, and we grow some field corn. And we have a lot of smaller fields and stuff, so the seed crops where you can put a high value crop in some of those fields, it's what really done pretty well for us.
It isn't easy being a generational farm. We see that times are changing, and we just wonder about the future of this farm. And over 107 years is a big deal to us, but we're very concerned about the trend of selling off all the agricultural land around us. We live in one of the 5 largest areas of seed production in the world, and we really hope that people realize that and start to remember that once this land is sold and turned into residential, it won't come back. We're very proud to be a part of this agricultural community that we live in that produces food for the world. And it is an honor to be a part of it, and sometimes it's what really keeps us going and motivates us, because we know we're providing and We know there's a lot of other hardworking farmers in our community that are doing the same thing.
It is an honor to have somebody look at what you do and say it's pretty cool. So, you know, I mean, all the glory kind of goes to the generations that came before.